Hello guys, welcome to Trains from TV. In this video we're going to be taking a look on the last part of the Cumbrian Coast and Furness Railway. This is part 3 of 3 for this little series that we've been putting together for you guys to watch. This has actually been covering over the last month more or less, through January since the route's release at New Year. So first part of course was the bit from Millom to Barrow. Second part was on this scenario, but we did Barrow to Carnforth, and of course the third part is joining the train once again at Carnforth and taking the 27-mile run down the West Coast Main Line as far as Preston. We're going to be calling it Lancaster and Preston. Let's get in the cab and get ourselves underway. So we have just done the passenger pickups. That ended at the last video. So as we leave Carnforth, we join onto the West Coast Main Line, which is on the left hand side of us here, and of course on the right you've got Carnforth Steamtown as well. So what you see on this section of route is the West Coast Main Line over Shap route. It's been heavily modified as well. So the stuff that you'll see is the OHLE rework, which is all new, all replaced. You've got all the trackside foliage, of course, lots of new clutter as well. There is potential plans as well down the line to redo some more of the grass and stuff along the trackside, just to give that a bit of a spruce up. That may well come with the next like major upgrade of the route when we take it further. Let's open her up. It's a short 6-mile journey down to Lancaster. And it's thereabouts, is about 20 miles-ish down then from Preston. Rail Celebrity 31116 of course once again, and its striking infrastructure livery. So since the last video, the route's had a slight upgrade. If you head to the On-Track Simulation website, you'll see there has been a new version put up. Now, this version is only for users that have the new DTG North Wales Coastal Crewe to Holyhead route, not the old discontinued version. If you've only got the discontinued version, stay as you are with the current version, or you can download the older version still off our website. The new version will run alongside, but that will be the supported version. The previous version will be no longer supported in terms of updates. That will just stay as it is, just not to confuse things, but at least it gives users a chance to at least play the route without worrying whether they've got the other route or not. You can see as well out the window there the Cumbrian fells, which we've been travelling along all the way around from Barrow, obviously on the last video. That's one of the views you don't actually get on West Coast Main Line over Shap. You only see so much, and then the dam doesn't go all the way across. So if you look out here, you get that view all the way along. And the only small section you're not going to see at the moment on a video, which we've already done already, if you remember that, is the Morecambe and Heysham section. We did do a run down to Morecambe on a video not too long ago before the release of the route. We may well feature that again at some point down the line, but for now it will stay as it is. So you will have seen a slight little jump in the video there, just because I've just noticed my Steam was still online and it was popping up on the top right hand corner, so people are getting a little shout out in the video there. Unplanned. Right, so we're heading towards Hess Bank. So you will see in a moment is the level crossing and ground frame signal box. Now the signal box here has been remodelled as a customer asset, rather than the default box that was there originally on the West Coast Mainline route. It's one of the things we wanted to again capture with the route. It's quite a nice little box as well. It sort of reminds me of one of the boxes that used to be at Blackpool North, in the same sort of shape. Today the box literally has a CCTV camera in it. I think it sort of points down towards the crossing box there. It just keeps monitoring the area. But again, Callum's done a smashing job with that. Cannot thank him enough. I love the weathering he's put into it. It just captures that view really nicely. And as well, we've upgraded the level crossing barriers, of course. So you see now we've got 3 tracks here. The line further to our right will take you to Morecambe and Heysham. This is the triangle junction at Morecambe, and this is the Morecambe North. Morecambe North Junction, we've got Morecambe South Junction as well, and then Bear Lane's just at the tip of the junction to the right. Just a couple of miles out from Lancaster now. All the AWS horns going off now. Another little feature which was put in for this is the Bay Gateway, which is the new bypass road from the M6 to Morecambe. Just basically means you don't have to go through Lancaster anymore, sat in traffic for hours. Get a nice screenshot through that. Probably not. Definitely not with that. To be honest, I'd probably end up using Preston for a screenshot actually, thinking about it. You've got a busy section coming into Lancaster, you do see a little bit of tail load. It does sort itself out quite quickly though. Platform 4 for us. So it's 30 into the platform as well. So Lancaster itself's had a bit of work done to it as well. I mean, the station itself is the same, more or less. There's been some platform upgrades, so there's been some extensions added. Some new clutter's been put in as well, and just a bit of a tidy up, and just to try and do as best we can with it. And a big help from Jack Hales on this one, putting the signage together and doing all the platform offs. He did a general amount of the work on the platform for this one. He did a fantastic job with it. So again, thank you to Jack. So we're just going to take a quick look around at what Jack's been up to. So I'll just pause for a second. So you see these extensions here. Got some new lofts, and those have been put in there. Stuff like the steps and stuff as well. Same again at this end. There's been some bits and pieces added in here, just to allow the actual platform to have the train doors open and stuff like that as well. Especially on this platform, because this one was a nightmare for it. So that's all been fixed up, and again there's a little extension down here also. All the proper stock car markers are in here as well, which use the 4-aspect simulations pack, so they actually have the ones where they show the actual class as well there. So those are all throughout the station, so you'll see again there's some more. So you've got Virgin Trains over there, and some more here. There's another one there. You've got TPE, so class 185 there. There's all sorts, and it's really quite a cool little comprehensive pack that 4-aspect simulations put together with syncs. You got all new signage as well put together. Same with these ones as well. The other cool thing is we wanted to do was actually go with the old zones, rather than obviously in the current era with Avanti. They're actually now like painted onto the floor. We wanted to go with the old zone markers with our era, so we've gone for that. And they were a bit of a nightmare trying to find the research of where they actually needed to be. Took a bit of work, but we did find on old pictures and videos eventually where they had to be. So they are situated here and also at Preston for your older era scenarios. Other little bits of Lancaster, I mean, you've had this sort of work done around here. The houses have been updated as well. The access point has been put in as well, just to give it a general, more realistic feel. Nope, she's off for a wander, is she? Okay, bye then. So it's 20 miles down to Lancaster. Will we reach the top speed of the loco? Who knows? Stick with us and find out. This area around here as well is a massive upgrade in terms of all the clutter and stuff. There was just not much at all in the old West Coast Overshap. It was very, very basic, so I feel like this is just giving it a new lease of life. Updated the canal as well over the where the train crosses over. Some new boats and stuff in there as well, and just put a newer loft in. Stuff like new retaining walls to the left hand side as well, and some fencing where needed up the banks and stuff like that were missing originally. The main job really on the west coast was the overhead wiring. That took quite a while. Overall probably about 2 to 3 months. Preston got redone about 2 or 3 times, which was just comedy. But it got there in the end, thank God. Don't ever want to do it again. Just putting that out there. So we're due at Preston in about 15 minutes-ish. We get a good lick on. That's a big ask of 31, isn't it? It's just nice to have a good thrash as well. Something different. As well, there has been quite a good few scenarios put out since the release now on Alan Thompson's sim. There's other places I've seen a few as well up here, which is quite nice. So if you're struggling for new scenarios, do go and have a look. There's some available. So we're now heading towards Owlbeck Loops, which is just situated by Lancaster University, which is sort of to our left here, somewhere. Got loops here. So there's a loop on either line. This area as well today, in sort of more current times, has changed quite a lot. The field to the left here, between us and the road, is now actually covered in trees. There's loads of new trees been planted there. So that view is gone fully. I used to remember driving down the A6 and you always see something sat in the loop. You can't even see them now. It's just so well tree lined. We're now heading towards Goldgate. So it's a lovely little town, very, very small, more like a village really. You've got the viaducts here as well. Could be a nice screenshot actually, couldn't it? There's either that one or there's this one as well. This is more a smaller bridge, but that one's more the viaduct. You've got the A6 that crosses underneath as well. Got Lancaster Canal, which skirts around the area too. We've still not reached the top speed. It's not very well noticeable in this scenario, but if you slightly look in the distance over there, you can see just a bit of an outline of a new asset that's been put into the route. You may well know what that is if you've been up and down the M6 and you pass through the area regularly, or not so regularly, but you notice it from maybe calling there. It is Fortin Services Tower. I mean, there's not much else around in the area. It's just we wanted to put the tower in because it can be seen at certain points of the route. You can see it, obviously in good weather. You get it in the background. So that was another little key feature we wanted to put in there. That one as well was courtesy of Jack. Again, massive thanks to Jack for his effort and time for that one. Just adds a little extra to the skyline there. It wasn't even replicated at all on the original route, which was a shame. More or less at top speed, we finally got there. It's taken about 7 miles or something. Well, 6 and a bit, nearly 7. We're passing through Dolphin Home at the moment. You've got forts and of course all around this area. Got wire viaduct coming up in a moment as well, which has had a little bit of work done to it from what it was. Just a nice little scene with some rockery and stuff in the river there. This is the river wire. All these potentials for a screenshot for the thumbnail. I'm quite impressed with that, how it turned out, to be fair. We did take a little bit of work to try and get all the rockery in. Literally changed all the viaduct, put new fencing around the area and give it a bit of a spruce up. We'll keep the hood off. Try and be clever. Never usually gets you anywhere, but we'll give it a go. We've just passed through Scorton as well there. The M6 to the left hand side of us as well, which follows us for, well, it keeps alongside us for a little while now. Sort of leaves us again at Brock, near Barton. Just other little bits and pieces really, with sort of the wind turbines that have been put in as well, they were missing, so we've got those in now. That's actually situated, I think it's there's a cheese factory that's actually at, so that's it. And there's another one as well somewhere a little bit further up on the left hand side. Again, I think that's another cheese factory as well. This is Garstang and Cattrall. Little loops there. There's some council yards coming up on the left here as well. You've got the salt silo, the sort of igloo thing that Keep the grit salting. Got Badger Bridge now. Quite a well-used location, which I've been to many times in photographs and stuff like that. They've also chopped down more. It's not on this route, but on that, just before the bridge on the left, the fir trees have all been chopped down, as I think quite a lot of these ones here have. But obviously on our route, they're still intact. Cut to also Garstang and Catchall, so this area is all Garstang Catchall, and known as Brock as well. Got the footbridge here. Footbridge actually is in the route. It's literally brand new in this era. It got put in just around the same time as where the route's based. But beforehand, it was a foot crossing. They removed that due to safety. All my childhood sort of like memories around here, because I used to always sit here as well and park up, have some lunch here, and then head off over to Longridge to see my grandma many years ago. Yeah, good memories. Used to see all the 87s, and then you sort of that transition period where the 87s then changed to Voyager and Pendolinos. They had HSTs and stuff still. We pass underneath the A6. This is Barton. Don't forget, link for the route is in the description below. I'll also link the scenario once again, if you haven't had a go at this one yet. It's a nice little scenario. We just obviously, on this part of the video, just literally ran the last part of it. Don't forget you can see the other two videos in the Cumbrian Coast series, and if you want to see how the route was built, go and have a look at the dev series as well in the same playlist. It might well be some time before we do another developer diary now for the Cumbrian Coast, with other projects taking priority. But there will be more in the future, I can assure you that. The next plan is to take the route at least to Ravenglass, which gives another 12 miles extension. Pass under the M55 there. We're now on the long stretch into Preston. Ox Haze loop on the left hand side. Just the one loop here on this side. Obviously Barton and Broughton were the loop just back ahead of us for the other line. Just about see St Walburg's Church, which is just in the distance in the haze. You can make that out for miles. Very, very tall structure. Presume platform 6. No, sorry. Oh, 4. Totally pressed the wrong button there. This is Fowl Junction, so the line on the right hand side comes in and from and goes to Blackpool North. Blackpool North isn't of course included on this route, it's just a small stubborn track just to bring your AI in and out. You've got Preston PSB on the right hand side there as well. And Lancaster, is it Lancaster University? No it's not, it's Preston University, isn't it? God. UCLan I think, is it? Something like that. I don't know why I said Lancaster University. I'm not sure if it's part of Lancaster University, to be quite honest. I could just be chatting absolute rubbish. There's another ped there in the yard. Ladywell sidings here. There's also a pacer sat there as well. Welcome to Preston. 90 setting there as well. Make sure we stop before the signal. It'd be very silly to go through, wouldn't it? Won't open the doors just yet. Just that Pace has just departed over there as well. Sure that'll be an Ormskirk service. Yeah, that was a Colne service. Which one's doing? Oh, it's Liverpool. Yeah. Brilliant. So yeah, this is Preston. So the model we've used is the ATS one from Missing Link. Hence, what you do need to be a subscriber to ATS to get hold of the asset from that route. We couldn't do it without, unfortunately. We could have kit bashed it, but it had been an absolute mess once again, like we have done in the past. I just didn't want that on the end of the route. Unfortunately, then it would have dragged it right down. So we've put our stamp onto this as well. We've put a ton of clutter in there. Again, we've got the markers, research where they need to be, because obviously today they're not there as such, so we've had to find out where they are. We've got some new signs. We've gone for the older style, so we thought of Anti. We've used these from Missing Link though, because they were still here on the area we were going for. So we've got some new ones of these as well. All the stock car markers, there's a load of them on this station. We proper went to town with them. You've got stuff like the sleeper stock cars, you've got your Pendolinos, you've got the 22Xs. There's all sorts. We made a new set of these as well. These will actually feature on the next upgrade for Northern Lines Electric, with the Avanti logos in them as well, and some different posters just to bring them to out of the old era of Northern and stuff like that, and Transpennine. There's all sorts. There's loads of different ones as well. There's loads of different posters as well. Do go have a look. They're worth having a little look at. Again, you've got the bay platforms here, which is stuff like where your Ormskirks and stuff usually stop. A little shout out to Katie there, Katie's route. She wanted to be in the route, so we put her in as graffiti. She was very happy with that. So you've got the line down there that goes towards the docks. There's not that much track down there. It just literally goes sort of off into the tunnel. The other yard here. Just little bits and pieces that we've gone for, just get the signage in and stuff like that. All the breakers and stuff as well. This is the res platform. Yeah, that's about it really. Go for a screenshot there. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, guys, and that is the route in a nutshell. Thank you very much for watching over the last 3 episodes, and also keeping up with the developer diaries over the course of the development of the route. Thank you to every single one of you that's taken the time to download it and have a play, even making some scenarios for it and releasing them for everyone to play, and also myself. I do appreciate it, and I do appreciate your time, and also all the feedback and comments that you've given us so far. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future videos. You can catch us on Twitch at twitch.tv/trainsim_TV. Our new days are Friday and Saturday at the moment, so do keep your eye out. We are doing Trainsim World 2 one evening, which is usually on the Saturday, and no, sorry, is it? Yeah, it is. Trainsim World 2 is a Saturday stream, and Trainsim 2022, the Classic TS, is on the Friday. Any extra bonus streams, of course, do go on top. We'll let you know on them, of course, beforehand. But anyway, thank you. Enough of me harping on. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care and see you soon. Bye for now.